All right, we should be live now. Let people come in.
You running it from your account, Zion? Yeah, all right, there it is.
Yeah. Let people come in real quick. Hold on. Shout out to the people joining. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
For real.
As it has.
It's been a minute. Hold on. Just trying to tweet this stuff out. Oh, that failed. Yes, sir. We got Wendell in the building. Wendell Moore. Let me take this comment off. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? It's been a minute. Get y'all file in. Yes, sir. You know what we gotta do? Gotta hit the little theme song real quick.
I think he's a great player.
Miles Turner didn't go to Duke. Did that hurt Duke?
Yes. No.
He won a championship.
Welcome back. It's been a minute. It's been about 2 months, maybe 3 months. Duke Twitter Live. We're back. We got a special guest today, the off-season edition. We got incoming junior. It's been crazy. Already junior year. Time flying. We got Wendell Moore in the building. Welcome, Wendell. What's up, man?
Yo, not much. Appreciate y'all for having me, man.
For sure. Hold up. We gotta get Russ in here. But yeah, I think we jump right into it. Obviously, got to introduce our people. Got Russ, got Dom, got Ryan. You know, the usual people. But yeah, Wendell, let's jump into it, man, because I know you got to run soon. How you been, man, in this off season? What you been up to?
I've been good for. I really just been working out. Just got back up here to Durham a couple of days ago. So I've been in the gym a little bit. Me and Joey been in the gym working out together.
For sure, and for you, I mean, this is going into your third year, man. This is time is flying.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts going into another season?
Man, I'm excited. For real. I mean, really, my first 2 seasons we haven't got a chance really to play any postseason basketball. For real. So really, I'm excited for a chance to do that with a new group of guys, new team. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited to get going.
Wendell, quick question for you. So you got a taste of pre-COVID at Cameron and at Duke and during COVID. What was it like last year in the hotel and all that stuff? I haven't heard much of stories from people. Not that you need to go into stories, but like from your first year to sophomore year, what was it like and the differences and how hard it was to build chemistry as a team last year?
I mean, I'm gonna say it was just really overall it was just different.
Yeah.
Really, both teams were really close. We spent a lot of time together off the court. On the court, we played well together. We had a chemistry there. But missing the fans, we kind of felt that. We kind of feed off that energy. And, everything else was going good. The hotel was great. We had great people there. A nice place to stay. So, you can't really complain about that.
For sure. And like you said, the past 2 seasons were cut short during COVID. How motivated are you, man? This is coming to junior year, haven't really experienced the postseason yet. And now you're going to be, I'm just going to call you a captain. I don't care if it's not official yet. You're going to be a captain because you're going to be one of the most experienced players. Coming in, what are your thoughts, on coming in motivated next year?
We're for sure motivated. Especially coming off a season like last year, it wasn't one of our better seasons. So just everybody all around is motivated for the next season, ready to get going. New guys come on campus soon, so excited to have them. And we all going to get to work.
What obviously it's a pretty big roster change coming into next season. How have you talked to the new guys, the new freshmen incoming, and then Theo obviously is a transfer and Bates as well. Have you talked to any of those guys yet and gotten a feel for them, or still waiting on that?
Yeah, I mean, we all talk to each other. We got our group chats with each other. Just been communicating, really finding a way to stay in touch with us on social media. Whether just texting something like that. Just make sure everybody good, make sure everybody working. So when we come in together, it just be a smooth transition.
And I think the first time I met you was two summers ago, Dom, when we were in New York City, the Chris Brickley runs, and I seen you go up actually against AJ. So now he's your teammate. He wasn't your teammate then, but like, what are your thoughts on him and playing against, since you played against him, playing with him next year?
Yeah, I mean, really, I'm a big fan of his game. Been a fan of him for a long time. Like you said, 2 summers ago, playing against each other. He's a very good player, real athletic, and he does a whole lot of things well, whether scoring, defend. He really does it all. So, I can't wait to play with him for real.
How disrespectful is it that ESPN put 4 stars in front of his name and ranked 26 people ahead of him?
Nowadays, we don't really look at the rankings, but obviously it's disrespect to him because he's a lot better than what that is.
Absolutely.
Really, he's ready to come in next season. He's going to show them all for real.
Russ, you want to jump in here?
Yeah, the 4-star player also having the top 5 of the mock draft. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Wendell, biggest question I have is with all the roster turnover that we've got coming up, what are you most looking forward to about the new group coming? What are you most looking forward to about, what next season has in store?
Really, I'm just looking forward to competing with them. Whether it's us in practice versus each other, we're going to make each other better every single day. Or whether it's us on the court against another team where we all get a chance to play together. And, that's going to be some real fun.
And we got to talk about how bad do y'all want this UNC revenge? Because obviously they got us last year twice. But after we swept them initially. But obviously Roy Williams not here. But how bad do you need this UNC wins this year, man?
We want it bad every year for real. Because knowing them never have the road, so they're our rivals. So every time we play them, it means something. And we all know that for us, so we're all going to just come out and just play hard.
Wendell, give us a little something to talk about with Dom. So Dom's your coach. How did that all start? What's it like having Dom be a trainer, and what are you guys working on this offseason?
For Dom's been great. I think I met Dom when I was probably 11.
Wow.
He was trying to recruit me to kind of come play with Team United. For me, but I went a different direction with CP3, and he came and joined us for real. And so, ever since then, he's been family.
You don't even got wait. You don't even got to hype him up. Just keep him 100.
Yeah.
Keep him 100. Don't hype this guy up, man.
No.
Nah. For real, he is really like family. He's really like a big brother to me. I really look up to him for real. Is one of the most inspiring people in my life. He really motivates me really to be better every single day. So for real, that's him.
I will say this show's a pretty big fan of yours when we do post games, but Dom's the more serious one. He's like, damn, I'll text him and talk to him about that. Or I think he's the hardest one on you in this show. So,
for real.
But even for you going forward, obviously the roster is what it is. A lot of people left. Some people, came in. You could be in a situation where you're playing a lot of point guard next year. Point guard Wendell, is that something that you like to see? You want to see more of it, and think that's your role in the future?
I think that's something that could for sure happen. Based on the team we had this year, I'm considered one of the smaller guys now, so guard for real. So I'm ready to kind of take on that role if it presents itself. I'm working on that all season, making the right reads with the guys we have, and just really just helping our team develop chemistry as one of the older guys. I'm always there to be a leader for the younger guys, and hopefully they look up to us. And we just build that thing going strong for real.
For sure.
I mean, it's pretty crazy. I'm looking at the depth chart. Is 6'5" fair to say, Wendell, for you? Is that accurate? You 6'5"?
Yeah.
I mean, if besides Jalen Blakes and Jeremy Roach, as far as the rotation goes, you're one of the shorter guys in the team. What's it going to be like? Or have you played on bigger teams in the past before, like in high school and AAU? Are you accustomed to that, or what's that going to be like?
I mean, really not really. I've been kind of one of like the bigger perimeter guys for most of my life. I mean, so just playing with a new group of guys. I mean, I'm still gonna play the way I play, whether it's at the point, on the wing, or whatever. But we're always gonna find a way to just come together and just play really good as a team.
Before you get to your question, I just want to tell everybody, send your questions in the chat. Wendell got to leave soon. He got to go work out. So send your questions in the chat and we'll get to some fan questions. But Russ, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've been hyping up a lot the serious made from freshman to sophomore. I think it's really hard when you're in the spot, got the ball in your hand. I'm sure that maybe you don't feel sometimes as much of the love as like people are feeling for you, but like the improvement from freshman to sophomore year has not gone unnoticed at all. You know, I'm most interested in what you think you're going to improve on most sophomore and junior year. What are you trying to like build on for that?
Yeah, so really, I mean, I'm just going this summer, kind of focusing on my body. You know, I want to get stronger, faster, jump higher, jump faster. I mean, the basketball skills are going to be there. So obviously, Shartoon knows my handle, Shartoon my jump shot at all times, for real. But I mean, one of the biggest things I'm going to work on is really my mentality. You know, I mean, obviously I didn't start the season that strong. I mean, but I found a way to pick it up at the end, and so really just finding a way for me to find that happy medium. You know, just play well all the time, play consistent all the time, and just always have that kind of killer mentality every time I step on the floor.
As a quick follow-up, I think that switch, Pat, you just alluded to, you know, that you had some struggles when you first started last season. And I think it was really clear that you flipped that switch and got really strong, like all of a sudden real quick, right? Like what was it that led you to make that switch? Like was there something that led you to make that shift from your early struggles that let you keep those behind you and feed into the incredible second half I felt you had?
Right. I mean, for real, it's really just trusting my work. I mean, because I know I'm good. I mean, I know I always put the work in. I mean, sometimes it just wasn't going my way. And that really happened that whole first part of that season. And I mean, I kind of felt when I got comfortable again, really on the floor. And I mean, really, like you said, just flipped that switch. And I mean, I didn't want to go back. So I kind of just kept going forward and just kept working. And like I said, trusting that work really got me through it.
I was going to say, I know we wanted to give Dom a hard time, but when you had those first half struggles a little bit, Dom was the first one to say, everybody calm down. He's all right. He's going to come through. And then I think you dropped like 20-some points in an ACC game, and that's kind of when that flipped. Yeah, 25. And then Dom came in here and was like, see, told y'all, nothing to worry about. And then from there, it was kind of game over. So I'll give him credit where it's due there.
That next game. He had said so hard in the chat, anyone who had any criticism in the chat, he was like, dude, trust me, it's going to come out. And then literally the next game, you destroyed people.
It's perfect.
and I saw his smile when he came into the show. You know?
But let's transition before we get you out of here, Wendell. Just get some fan questions in there. First question we got, Wendell, how much did you miss not getting to train as a team last summer?
I think we definitely missed it a lot because really I think that's where some of our chemistry really comes from. You know, sometimes in the summer, that's really some of the hardest workouts you're going to do as a college athlete. So just getting through them tough times together really going to make us stronger.
For sure. Hold on.
Is that the same thing about the lack of pre-conference play that you had?
Yeah, I think you're breaking up a little bit, Russ.
Oh, sorry.
You good.
Did you feel the same about the lack of pre-conference play? I know you canceled a lot of those pre-conference games.
Oh, yeah. I mean, really, those the same way. That's just a chance for us to get really on the floor together against another team. I mean, because we practice each other all the time. When you scrimmage, obviously you scrimmage hard, but it's not the same. We all on the same team playing against somebody else. So just not having that experience, I mean, it kind of played this factor. And I mean, so we're gonna be better from it this year.
Let's get I like this question. Did y'all pull a joke on Paolo and tell him he had to cut his hair? Why he cut his hair, man?
Man, I don't know. For you gonna have to ask him. I mean, if you ask me, I think it's a good look for him, for real. But
Somebody had asked a good question earlier, and it was before we were asking questions, and I'll just reiterate it. Somebody asked about Nolan transitioning to a full-time assistant and Nate James leaving. What do you, I don't know if much is going to change, but is anything changing so far with Nolan being no longer the director of basketball operations and being an assistant? Anything changed there? And what do you miss most about Coach Nate? And obviously it's been a month, but what are you going to miss most about Nate?
I mean, both of them are obviously great. Coach James has been here for a long time as a player and a coach. He's great. I mean, his energy as he brings as a coach is really second to none. He really gets us all motivated. I mean, whether it's just checking our money, he's just always there for us. I mean, he's really just a great guy. And Austin Peay got a great coach for, I'm not going to lie. But, but I mean, as far as Nolan's like a big brother to us here. I mean, he's one of the younger coaches. So he kind of relates with us more. I mean, he's always working with us in the gym, things like that. And I mean, he's always there for you as well. I mean, so the transition is really smooth because he was already in the program. So the guys know him, the guys love him. And I mean, we just can't wait to get to work with him.
Oh, I do want to ask before he gets you out of here, because I saw that Armando Baycott Instagram post. This man tried to put you on with him dunking. You weren't even really dunked on in the video. It just got that in the camera.
Yeah.
We need that revenge, bro. What? I already asked how motivated you are, but like, what does that do to you? Do you keep that in the back of your mind? Like, yo, okay, next year we'll be back.
No, for sure, because me and Mondo are close friends. So I mean, that's really. We've been going at it for a long time, so that's kind of really where we go at each other. So he got one this year, so I'm gonna really get him back next year.
We're gonna get that sweet.
You can use the hair jokes too on him. We can't even talk about Paulo. We can talk about Mondo's cut.
But we definitely appreciate you joining us, bro. We definitely wish you good luck. Dom, I don't know. Dom, you got questions, bro? You got any questions?
No,
Dom?
you good, man. That's y'all, man.
All right.
How about this? Wendell, what's one thing Dom needs to work on in his game? You can't say everything. You gotta name one.
He definitely got to work on defending more, for real. A little easy.
A little easy.
You getting blown by, Dom? They blowing by you so easy?
Easy. Because I'm not playing no D.
I love it.
Well, we definitely appreciate you joining us, bro, and we wish you good luck next season. You know, we'll be supporting you. Captain Wendell. I'm just speaking it into existence, you know, Captain Wendell.
Nah, I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Yeah, thank you, Wendell. Good luck.
I make 500 shots, man. Holla.
But we'll definitely we'll continue here. We got a lot to talk about before we head out of here. Obviously, we got the news today, the Patrick Baldwin news, the rumors that we've been hearing. I've gotten a lot of is this person coming to Duke messages. So let's just get it out the way, man. We got to talk about next season. There's been a lot of panic. A lot of people panicking for some reason. I don't know why.
The dumbest thing I've ever heard, man. All right. I know Russ wants to go off, but Russ is acting like he's on some terrible flip phone network over there. So I don't understand the roster next year. I haven't been this excited. I mean, it's not that long ago, but since the Zion year, I think next year, just the complete top to bottom from 1 through about 8, I think is super solid. I think it will take a jump from guys like Wendell. Wendell doesn't need to take a super big jump, but Joey will be in the rotation, and I think he's probably 8th on that list for the rotation goes. But other than that, man, the only thing they lack is depth, and you're not going to find depth in the transfer portal. No one's going to the portal looking to be a number 8 or 9 guy at Duke. So, I mean, I guess you can complain about depth, but other than that, from 1 through 7 is outstanding. Top 5 team, national title contender. I don't know what Vegas has them at. If somebody knows, put in the chat, but they've got to be up there. This is going to be a fun team to watch. The rims in Cameron are going to be rattling again. And like we said with Wendell, Wendell's one of the shortest guys at 6'5". I mean, that's pretty incredible. Keels is coming in at like 6'5", 210, 220. He's a big dude. He kind of has that Wendell body from what I could tell. Yeah, the length is going to be amazing. Mark Williams, year 2. Anybody forget about what he did the last half of last season?
See, that's the thing. That's the thing I was thinking about today. I was like, yo, I know Matthew Hurt by the second part of the season. Matthew Hurt went crazy, but the last couple weeks was Mark Williams our best player?
Like, yeah, I mean, to an extent, but here's the thing. I think that Mark Williams, Banchero, it's Banchero, right? Not Banchero.
I don't even know yet.
Okay, well,
Banchero.
Yeah, what?
I think it's Banchero. I think the H is silent.
I'll just say Paolo.
I'll just say Paolo. Paolo and Mark is going to be such a deadlier combo, in my opinion, than Mark and Hurt, just based on Paolo's ability to stretch a little bit more, to be a little bit more quick, and he's not going to be a liability as much on defense. So I think that combination is going to be scary, especially if you get somebody trying to take Paolo out of the paint. If any regular 4 is going to take on Paolo, they're screwed. Paolo will just have a field day with just about anybody in the ACC. So that combo is what I'm looking forward to the most, I think.
Dom, jump in. I know you were about to say something.
Calm down with the Mark was the best.
I'm thinking because defensively, you gotta factor in defensively.
Listen.
You gotta factor in defense.
I understand defense. Matt Hurt.
Hey, we got Smitty. We got Smitty here.
Hey.
Shout out Smitty. Wendell just left.
Coach Smitty, by the way.
Coach Smitty. Oh yes. Clapping emojis. We need a clapping emojis. Assistant coach Nolan Smith.
F in the chat.
Yeah, no, but I think that roster. I think our roster is, as a fan, I think our roster is. I haven't it's a sneaky good roster, just like 2 years ago. Like that was a good roster, and I don't think people understood that too.
Sure.
Like I think we get back to that team, and that because that was a sneaky good team, and once COVID hit, you know. But yeah, I think we get back to that good depth. And if we don't have just problems, just little problems. You know, if everybody's doing what they need to do, rebounding. I think rebounding is what's going to be best for us, though. We finally going to be able to get out on a break, like literally get out. Like when you got Mark at 7 foot and a 6'11" Paolo, and even a 6'8" AJ, and you can fill that wing, even if you have Roach or Keels or Wendell, and you can feel that wing, and somebody's gonna put it on somebody's head. So it's kind of like we're putting pressure. And let's say we do, like when we play man to man, we literally could have a lineup. Let's just be real. We can have a lineup at 6'5", 6'5", 6'7", 6'11", or 6'8", 6'11", 6'7" foot. That lineup defensively, where are you going?
That's my biggest thing. I think like a lot of people are Pat Baldwin. He brings shooting. Yes, he brings the shooting, but he does take away defensively from us. And the potential defensively of this team, I think, is probably higher than what we've seen in recent years. Like even Zion's team, like they were good defensively, but it's more because these guys were freak athletes. Zion was rover, running all over the court, playing free safety basically. But this team, I think 1 through 5, you could have 5 guys who could lock you up, and that's rare.
Yeah, that's scary, and that's amazing. Actually, taking away one of our best defenders in Jordan Goldwire next year is normally you'd rely on him to be one of your best defenders, and now that you got Keels coming in as a defender, Blake's is a good defender, and Roach obviously is a decent one as well. It'll be interesting. I think that backcourt
Roach got to grow. He got to grow defensively.
Well, yeah, but still, I think the backcourt's where it's the most. There's not many question marks in this roster. I'm not saying the backcourt's a question mark, but that's where the front court, where there's no worry at all, that's going to be dominant. The front court is where I'll be interested to see who takes the steps, who steps up, if Wendell's going to be playing as much point as he might have to, or if Roach takes that next step as well.
What was the last Duke team had 7 guys with this many minutes who could play as many minutes as the top 7 guys of this coming round?
2 years ago. You don't think 2 years ago was that?
What was 2 years ago? Zion's team?
No, yeah, Trey's team.
Oh, Trey's senior team.
Trey's sophomore year's team.
Oh, yes, senior. Well, basically senior Trey. But 7 guys?
We had 7 that year.
They had 7, but it wasn't like a 7 It wasn't a dominant 7.
No. He's saying playing minutes. You saying playing minutes?
I'm saying guys who could play 30 plus minutes. 7 guys.
Ooh.
30 plus minutes. Who else is playing 30 plus minutes on our bench?
I think Theo in a pinch, if somebody got hurt, Theo could go a lot of minutes.
Oh yeah, Theo could go a lot.
He could because of
but I don't think we'll need him to.
Yeah, I don't think we need him to.
He could.
He's number 7.
You think he's number 7? You think?
I think he's 7 because we got the 6 that's a given, and then Theo's number 7.
I think we got 8.
What is the 6 you're thinking of?
I got Roach, I got Keels, I got Moore, I got Griffin, I got Paolo, I got Mark. That's
6
right there. Plus,
okay,
plus
yeah.
Theo. That's
Theo 7, Joey 8.
I got Joey 8. I got
Joey's 8.
Listen. This Joey will work better than last year's Joey, and the only reason I say is because you can hide this Joey.
Yeah.
You don't have to rely on this Joey to do the brunt of the backup as the 3. You can hide this Joey and make him be what he is, which is that shooter, which is that hide him on the lesser person, the lesser offensive player of the people. Where last year he had to actually play. He may have to play that third guy. He may have to play that third guy.
I agree. I think Joey. I agree that Joey. I think Joey's taking a big step this year. I mean, he has to. And I think last year. I think a lot of people kind of criticized him last year, but a big step I saw him take last year was confidence. He was shooting more with more confidence, and that's big. I mean, shots don't always fall. If you're a shooter, eventually they will. I think his experience is going to help him. But one thing I wanted to do was I saw this tweet. I saw somebody tweet it today. But give a grade. Give an off-season grade for Duke. I think we're done. Personally, I think we're done. I don't think there's any.
No,
I think if we could, if I think we should have added another shooter, but I don't think they will. So I think we're done. But if you had to give a grade for Duke's offseason, anybody in the comments too, what is your grade?
I think A. I mean, I guess A right below an A plus, and I only say A because I think we're at 8 guys, and being at 9 would be awesome as far as depth goes in case somebody does get injured. But I mean, having 9, that 9th guy isn't going to be very happy anyways coming in here. So I think A is good. Losing Nate James, I think will be interesting to see if anything happens with Mark's game. Not that he's going to go down or anything, but that's who his coach was. So it'll be interesting to see that. But you replace it with Nolan, which I think evens it out as well, just because Nolan, like Wendell said, is a player's coach, and he can relate more with them. So I'm going to say
A. I completely agree. I said,
wait, you said what? You cut off for a second.
I said A.
Hey, okay. Hey. When are you gonna get home? This man said he was gonna be home like 10 minutes ago.
I'm on my way, man. I'm on my way.
All right. Why you give it an A?
I give it an A because why wouldn't I? There's so many minutes we got in recruiting, and then we got Theo John.
Yeah,
I like
the
Theo John pickup.
We got
Theo
John, the best center in the Big East. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Well, you said he's the best center in the Big East.
Best defender.
Best defender.
Oh, best defender. Okay,
yeah. That's a huge get in addition to the recruiting.
Yeah, I agree. Dom, you want to give out a grade?
That's why I gave it an
A. I mean, it's Duke, and I'm always giving it an A because of our recruiting class. So I'm gonna always give us an A because we recruit so well.
I know. I'm not gonna put you in that.
But I think we have so many players that have played together, which is the only one that hasn't played with each other. No, everybody's played together.
I thought you were talking about at Duke.
Huh?
I thought you were talking about at Duke. I was nobody played together.
I mean, because what you can't deny is Keels and Roach's chemistry. Playing high school AAU together. I don't care how long, like just 1 year away doesn't mean anything. And now that makes Roach a better player because he has somebody there. And then he played with everybody else last year. I don't think we're that bad at shooting. Seriously. Roach didn't shoot bad from the point guard position. He can actually shoot it. Is he a pure point? No. But he can actually shoot the ball. AJ can shoot it. Am I going to sit here and say, he's the knockdown? Keels can shoot it. can actually shoot the ball.
Yeah, I think
I put Keels in a Gary Trent mode. Like that's where I put him at. And
that's
not
one,
a bad person.
yeah, that's one thing I wanted to sorry, Ryan. Just one thing I wanted to add was like I think shooting is not as bad as people think. I think AJ's a slightly above average shooter. I'm not gonna say he's a great shooter. I think he's a slightly above average shooter. I don't think he gets credit for it just because of his. I think it's more so because he looks like a linebacker. So naturally, you think these big guys can't shoot. But I think he's a better shooter than people give. I think Keels is a better shooter than people give him credit for. And I don't think we necessarily have a shooting problem, but we're not a great shooting team.
I think Keels is known as a decent shooter. I think it's pretty widely known. I personally think getting Keels is going to be such a big difference maker. I think if you look at this team and you take away Keels and how much we would be scrambling if we didn't have Keels right now and he would have went to Villanova, I think they'd be scrambling and we would be thinking we wouldn't be having the show right now, first of all. And second of all, I don't know where we would have gone outside of Keels. And I think he's going to be a really good addition as far as chemistry goes and the fit in this team. I like it. I love Keels. I think, yeah, as Drew says, I think he's going to be the sixth man and he's going to be able to provide a spark of energy kind of like Gary did. I don't think Gary came off the bench very often, but either way, I think Keels is a huge late season addition that people might take for granted.
So this is a good question. Top 3 scorers for next season. My answer to this is Paolo. Oh,
Paolo, Mark, Wendell, or Griffin. I think one of the two.
Paolo, Mark. I don't think AJ's going to score like people think.
Then probably give it to Wendell.
Yeah, I think it's Paolo, Mark, or Wendell. Who
are the top 3 this year?
Hurt,
DJ. Who's the third?
I think Wendell was. I just had the stats up and I just closed it out.
I think Wendell.
Go ahead, Russ.
No, well, technically Jalen per game. Jalen had more, but yeah.
I forgot Jalen Johnson was on that roster.
Oh my God! Are we talking full roster? I'm not talking a couple games.
Full season. Who was the third?
Wendell.
Okay, and then Roach.
Then Roach. Then Williams. Yeah.
Okay, so I could take. I mean, of course, Williams is going to take a big step. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Paulo's gonna get what Matt Hurt got.
Yeah.
I'm biased. I gotta be biased. I do. I gotta be biased because I mean, I can see it. I promise you, I can see us having literally 5 guys in double figures. Swear, I promise you.
I can see that.
Yeah, I could.
I really can see us having 5, maybe 6 in double figures. If we get 6 in double figures, it's gonna be a terror. Listen. It's going to be very hard to beat us.
That's why I have a lot of people worried about Patrick Baldwin. I've been consistent. I've been consistent. I haven't wanted Patrick Baldwin at Duke for a long time. I still didn't want him today, and I'm glad that we got this over with.
Let's just leave Milwaukee alone.
Yeah. No way y'all think AJ. See, this is the thing about AJ. I think he's going to get his buckets kind of like Justice Winslow got his buckets. I think he's going to be a lot of doing the dirty work, the cuts. He's going to get the feeds. He's not going to really have to do a lot of one-on-one. We have like a really good one-on-one score already. And I think he's not as refined as I guess our wing players are, but he can. I think he'll have big games. He'll have big scoring games, but naturally, I don't think he'll be a scorer.
He's pretty refined. I want y'all to know that.
I see him refined as in he's not. I don't think he's able to break down the defender better than Jeremy Roach, obviously, or even Wendell. Like he doesn't have that blow by speed. If you watching him for the past 2 years, I don't think he has that. He's getting by you every single time he gets the ball.
Gotcha.
But I could see him like.
I bet he's top 3 efficiency.
He's top 3 what?
I bet he's top 3 efficiency. Maybe not top 3 total points per game. Top 3 efficiency.
I can see it. I don't think he's gonna need to get the ball. I don't think we're gonna need to call plays for him.
I don't want any 20-point per game scores. I don't want that.
Nah, Paolo's gonna be close to 20 points per game though.
Yeah,
I
he'll
don't
be
know.
close.
Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, man.
Hold on, before you do, Dom, I got to bounce. I
Yeah.
appreciate everybody coming in and chatting, and I'll be back on the next one. I got prior obligations, so
There you go.
you guys have fun, and we'll do this again soon.
All right.
We'll see Ryan.
Take it
But
easy.
continue.
Don't let Zion off too easy. He's leaving. People are disagreeing. He's got bad take, horrible
What?
take. You're not putting them up. You're not putting them up on the
This
screen,
guy. This guy's one of the biggest haters on this show consistently.
24/7
his name is Burner
bad
Count.
take, and then update Duke. Our boy Grant said, "I don't like him being used that way." So you should put all of your negative comments up here
but
too.
this guy specifically, he continuously on. He was the guy who got mad when I said Patrick Baldwin should have come to Duke. So naturally, he's gonna hate.
I'm gonna have to host one of these one time so I can.
You're not hosting nothing. This is my platform that I'm playing for, bro. Come on, bro.
All right, no, I'm just messing. You guys have fun. We'll talk to you guys again.
All right, man.
right,
but yeah, I think.
Let me see some of them comments, man. Let me see some of these comments, man.
They got comments. All right, I'll give you a comment.
I agree with Dom on Paolo, by the way.
I think he'll be an 18 guy. People are saying Paolo will get 20.
I bet 16 to 17.
Dog,
What did Matt Hurt get?
It's not that easy, yo.
Matt Hurt got 19 last year.
Yeah, he was about 19.
Matt Hurt had to do a lot more than Paolo will have to do for this team to win.
Tell me this: is Paolo a better scorer on the block than Vernon Carey?
On the block or in?
Because once you say on the block, it becomes difficult because you got to factor in Vernon Carey.
Better than Vernon Carey.
Vernon Carey can out muscle you.
What the hell does Paolo do?
Paolo's more finesse. Paolo's gonna take 5 shots out of the mid-range, 5 mid-range jumpers out of the post.
And Vernon Carey took threes. Vernon
Carey took threes sporadically. He didn't take threes. He wasn't taking 7 threes a game. I mean,
wait. If you think Paolo about to take 7 threes a game,
no, I'm not saying he's taking. I said Vernon Carey didn't take 7 threes a game.
Oh yeah,
most of his work was under the rim, like bodying people in the paint.
And Paolo's gonna have to do that a little bit.
No, he's not. We have Mark Williams.
Paolo's gonna face the basket more, I think.
We have Mark Williams. It's going to be an issue if both of them are doing it.
Mark Williams is definitely good. Mark Williams wasn't just drop stepping dunking this thing.
No, he was. Sometimes he was. Sometimes he was.
He did a couple times, but he was catching lobs. He was catching, breakouts. Like it wasn't like he made a couple, little short jump. All I'm saying is nobody's going to average 20 points. It won't work. It just doesn't work. Like national championship teams, nobody really averages 20. Nobody.
I agree, and I don't think he needs to average 20, but he's well capable of averaging that range, like 19, 18. That's his game.
Mark is capable of averaging 20. Like, yeah, I give you that, but we don't need nobody to average 20.
I agree.
Okay. Let's hop into this because I definitely teased this. We got to talk about all these rumors, all these nonsense rumors. Number one thing I want to address today. Someone tweeted me Marcus Bagley coming to Duke. That's not happening.
Never.
I've got nothing to say about that.
No, he's never coming to Duke. We can't hear you.
Oh, y'all hear me now?
Now we can hear. Now I can hear you.
Tripping. I was tripping. My fault. Marcus Bagley's not coming to Duke. His dad doesn't. Well, let me not jump into it so quickly. But the relationship with Duke and the Bagleys kind of is dead. From what I've been told a long time ago, there's not really good relationship with Mr. the senior. I don't want to say his name, but the senior has some issues. So I doubt Marcus Bagley is coming to Duke. I don't think that's happening. I don't even want him to come to Duke because I think he has his own thing where he believes he's he is an NBA draft prospect, and that's just going to conflict. like my theory with Patrick Baldwin. But Russ, actually, I think you tweeted something today about Marcus Bagley, and he liked it, and he noticed it. So
I didn't say he did. I didn't say a name.
You didn't say a name because he's searching his name on Twitter. So
I didn't say any names about who liked what tweet. But I did say if people watched Arizona State last year, maybe they would not be like, let's have Marcus Bagley on the team.
he could shoot though, and that's what I would say. He
did that well last year though.
But I think he was a better shooter than his numbers shown. And you got to take glasses with a grain of salt. I think a lot of people were better shooters than they showed last year. But
I think that has more to do with his shot selection right now than his ability.
Okay. Why is Pittsburgh? I don't know why Pittsburgh Hoop News is here. Shout out to you though. I guess you're part of the family because Jeff Cable's your coach. So I guess we'll welcome you here. Shout out to you. But yeah, I just wanted to address that quickly. And obviously, what other rumor was there? Oh, the G League, Paolo G League. I mean, Dom, I don't know if you heard anything. I didn't hear anything about.
They'll be on campus. Everybody be on campus, man. Everybody will be on campus. Man, don't worry about no G League or anything like that. If he was going to do it, he would have already did it.
That's what I think. I mean, this guy's been the lead recruiter for Duke at this point. He's been probably the most passionate that I've seen, at least, about Duke, freshman coming in. So, I mean, the rumors are what they are. They're going to happen. People like to start stuff. But in my opinion, I haven't heard anything from my end that's saying Paolo is going to the G League. And they're hyped. They're going to the campus in less than a month. And they've all said they're hyped to go on campus. So I don't know.
Zion, did this rumor exist before today?
You said what?
Did this rumor exist before today? Before the
Paolo G League?
Yeah.
Did it?
Because I didn't think it did.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it did, but obviously people like to start rumors because it happens with Coach K too. But the Coach K one is a little bit different. I
feel like that's just a Baldwin. I feel like it's just a Baldwin thing. You know what I mean? I feel like it's just like people who like Baldwin are like, oh, it's
if he comes to Duke. Yeah. I get that.
Listen, Baldwin was never coming.
Yeah, that was clear.
Crazy about that. This has been crazy for with people mad at me when I said he wasn't coming.
I would go play for my dad too.
Yeah, it is some Kentucky dude who started the rumor.
If he really wanted to make a difference for his dad, he would have committed a month ago.
Yeah, but if you would have watched people on his team, on his dad's team, transferred top scorers, they already know he's getting all the shots next year.
I think my mic is messed up. I don't know. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now. Yeah, we hear you.
All right, so we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think Duke is fine. As opposed to the Coach K rumors, I don't know about those. We'll see about those.
Let me tell y'all something too.
Go ahead.
For all you people out here that think you guys know what the starting lineup is going to be, and for people saying that this is, listen, I'm telling you this now. That boy that was just on this show will be starting. Y'all need to stop it. Everybody knows that. Y'all hate him so much sometimes that y'all want him on the bench. He's not taking a junior and not letting him start. We already seen he started Joey Baker the first game of the season. The first game of the season. So he's gonna start, man. Like, you just gotta make sure he gets better. That's it.
And this is hold on, my mic cut out, but you was talking about Wendell, right?
Yeah, like for people that think he's not going to start is crazy. He's definitely starting at the 2.
What would be the lineup right now?
Bare minimum, he's starting somewhere.
Yeah,
2 or 3.
I think so.
It's the 2. It's really the 2. So I'm thinking Roach, him, Griffin, Paolo, Mark.
That sounds good to me. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Coach K values experience more than most coaches
Because
anyway.
who talks on that first squad if you don't start them? Who talks?
It's not. I don't think Roach is there yet in terms of talking.
Who talks? Like you gotta understand, like people that gotta understand basketball, like who talks? And this is me being a basketball fan. The person that talks. Like you said earlier, he improved in every statistical category. If you guys want to be technical, he improved in every statistical category. Everybody just wants to see instant gratification. Like, oh, this is here. Everybody doesn't make
Yeah,
that jump.
they want to see all ACC or they want to see the
Yeah,
accolades.
but he had a bad first part of the season, so that's going to knock your numbers down. But in
Yeah.
ACC play, he averaged 12 points a game.
Yeah, someone makes a good point. You cannot start the captain, and I think Wendell's going to be the captain. I said that today. I think he's a lot to be the captain for next year's squad.
Who was the last guy we saw had the ball in games, right?
You said
the ball at the end of big games last year.
he did. He did.
So what player in Duke history had the ball at the end of games, came back to be an upperclassman and was not starting?
That's where people don't understand, man. You got to think about a whole bunch of stuff, man. Like you're literally watching the stuff unfold in front of your face. Literally, he starts at the point in the ACC tournament. We win 2 games. Carleek Jones absolutely terrorized us in 2 games in the regular season.
Yeah.
He starts against him, guards him, and Carleek Jones has one of his worst shooting nights, and we beat Louisville. Think about this stuff, man.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, just look at stuff like that. Like, you just got to look at stuff like that, y'all. Like, come on.
But I will say, though, there is an opportunity. I was thinking, I told you this. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him start at the 1. But I hope Roach.
Earlier.
You said what?
I brought that up earlier. I said it's not impossible that he starts at the 1.
Yeah, like I mean, it's possible. It's obviously Roach. You want Roach to take the second year step, and I think Coach K is going to give him the keys early. But I think at some point we'll see it.
You have to. You have to. You have a lineup where you can go him at the point and Keels at the 2.
Defense.
That's a big team if they do that too.
That's an NBA size line. Actually, NBA teams don't even play that big anymore.
No, they play that. Yeah.
No, they don't put a 7-footer and a 6'11" guy unless the 6'11" guys can shoot like Kevin Durant. They're not putting that in the front court no more.
Yeah, you're right. I'll give you that.
They did. If they did,
huh?
That's a big team, dude.
I'm gonna tell you what this. I'm going to absolutely tell you what this team reminds me of. 17. Wendell Carter, Marvin Bagley.
Oh, Marvin Bagley. Yeah.
That was 18.
That was 18?
No, 17, 18.
17, 18. Okay. I think I think of high school classes. Okay. So 17, 18. Okay. So yeah. And what was that? Grayson Senior?
Yeah.
Senior Grayson, Gary Trent,
Senior Grayson.
And Trayvon Duval.
Mm-hmm.
And then who else? Somebody else.
I mean, it was just Javin.
Jordan Goldwire, like a Blake.
Goldwire.
Yeah, Gary Trent.
That's it.
Alex O'Connell.
That's basically the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be this team. We were dominant that year too.
And that's another thing that reminds me of the last Duke team to have 3, because Duke's team next year has 3 first rounders projected. 3 first rounders: Mark, AJ, Paolo. There hasn't been a Duke team with 3 first rounders that has not been dominant. If we think about it, we think about Zion's team and 2015. Those are the other 2 teams in recent history to have 3 first rounders on your team. That's why, like the panicking with Patrick Baldwin. Come on, bro.
Dude, and think about this, dude. The front court for this team would be better defensively than the front court for that 2018 team because we don't have Marvin, who was not very good defensively. Like Paolo should be good defensively. Mark is real good defensively. AJ is going to be great defensively. That's a huge front court, all three of whom can defend lights out.
I think Paolo will be tested just because he's probably going to be playing lineups where he's guarding 6'3", 6'4" guys at times. But I think he'll be better than Bagley was defensively.
Yeah, he's better than Marvin. That's the point. I think that the size in terms of how it impacts the defense. And I mean, even that 2018 team, our number 3 guy was like Gary Trent a lot of time, or Grayson. You know, like we just didn't have the depth of defense on that team that we took in the front court this team. And yeah, we were forced to run zone, like they said in the chat. Yeah, we will not be forced to run zone with the guys that we should have this.
I don't think we'll be forced to run zone. I do think zone will work out sporadically, maybe.
Work out.
But like, I hope we don't run zone.
No, if we do run zone, it's not bad though. It's not a bad thing if we run zone.
I think it's always good to sprinkle it in, especially when you have this personnel. But from a starting out in zone, running it all game standpoint, no, I don't need that again. That was brutal. That was brutal.
I don't think Jeremy is equipped because he doesn't have a lot of length. I think he'd be a lot disruptive in a man-to-man situation. If he's not on the floor and we were running that Wendell, Trevor, like AJ, Paolo, Mark lineup, that's a lot. And their zone in spot might get a little interesting.
Mm-hmm. I think you also have to factor in, even with Jeremy and everyone guarding in the front court, when you have a guy like Mark Williams back there ready to block every shot, like it's easy. It's a little bit easier to pressure up and gamble on defense when you got Mark Williams waiting in the paint.
Yeah.
Listen, Trey Jones was a great defender, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Trey Jones knew he could defend any kind of way when you have somebody in the back that's going to start the fast break.
Mm-hmm.
When I know I got somebody in the back like Mark Williams and Paolo to start it, you have to get by 2 people. Once you get by me, you can go. Like you can go there. You're definitely gonna get sent back. So we're gonna start the break every time.
And AJ for that.
Yeah. No, AJ. Oh my God. Like, but I expect Roach to make a big jump. He'll be all right. He's at home. He'll be working out heavy. He in the DC area. He's gonna play against a lot of great competition this offseason. He's gonna get better because he knows the system now. That is a hard year that we just had. Like
so hard.
That was like no other team in the world. Like literally no other team in Duke history had to go through what this team had to go through. Like literally no off season, just to come and just hey, well let's go.
They calling you out for your shirt, my brother.
It's pink, man. This is not NC State. It's pink.
Is AJ a better shooter than this? Is what I think about. I think AJ is a better shooter than Winslow, but you got to remember at Duke, Justice Winslow shot 40%, and it was mostly because he had open shots. But he did shoot 40% at Duke, so it's hard to shoot 40% on a consistent basis. But I think AJ is a better shooter than Winslow.
Wasn't Justice from the free throw line like 65 to 70%? Like he was still pretty low from the free throw line. He hit his standstill threes. I think AJ will be better, maybe not necessarily at standstill threes than Justice, better shooter in general, which I think will manifest itself in a wider variety of ways. Justice is shooting, even though Justice's shooting was exactly what we needed in 2015.
I just think AJ, even though this guy, my guy 2Burner account 2, doesn't like it, I still think AJ is going to be in that Justice Winslow role. And Justice Winslow wasn't even in a bad role. Like occasionally, Justice Winslow was running the offense for that team at times. Like he would be bringing up the ball and getting them into sets. But I just think we have a lot of backcourt depth, and we got a lot. I'm losing my words. A lot of people to handle the ball, and a lot of people who could just give the ball and score.
And what pick was Justice? Like 6?
No, he was 12. 10 or 12, something like that.
Yeah,
I think he wasn't he supposed to go higher, and then he slipped a little.
He was supposed to go like top 5, but like I think he slipped. He He slipped during the draft process.
but y'all do know he had like a horrible beginning to his season that year. Like,
Yeah, he did.
horrible.
He
But
did.
listen, whatever role it is, that role is a national championship role. So whatever role it is, it brought a national championship. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I agree.
People forget that Tyus had like a really rough stretch in the middle of ACC play too. Like freshmen are going to hit their lumps, man. They just will. I mean, like the kids this year, Paolo, AJ, Trevor, they're all going to have bad stretches at some point or another. I mean, like they're not going to be all American all season long. It's just a matter of like getting right at the right time and fighting through that adversity. And I think to Dom's, or I forget if it was Dom's point, the fact that it's not going to be the same sort of COVID year, they'll have some fans, they'll be able to play a lot of that makes such a huge difference. Like you really do have to throw out a lot of what happened last year, both in terms of development and in terms of results, because how difficult must that have been for those kids? You know what I mean? Like so different this coming year than what last year.
Well, this is a crazy question. Is Theo John better than Pete Emil? I think Emil Jefferson does not get enough credit for the player he was at Duke. Like Emil was averaging 12 and 12 at Duke, or 12
Emil's
and 10
a
at
pro.
Duke.
Like Emil's a pro. Like well, we gotta understand that's a pro. Is Theo John a pro? He probably will be, but come on, man. Like, let's not disrespect Emil, man. Come on.
Better today than Emil.
You said what?
Is Theo a better defender than Emil?
I don't think so. You guys forget. People forget that Emil saved the national championship game when Jaleel couldn't check Kaminsky.
I agree because of his versatility. Like Theo was realistically the best post defender in the Big East.
I think he was a very good shot blocker, but I think
he's more than that.
I think we'll see the defender he is really.
We need what's in it, but see, Theo is. I'm gonna tell you what Theo was. The pickup for Theo is because Mark's gonna get tired.
Yeah.
Right. Mark's gonna get tired. We already know that. Like Mark's gonna go 4 minutes, and then we'll take him out. Then the next 4 minutes, and then you want a spot there. But Mark's gonna do what he does. Theo John came to improve, basically, I think, to get a national championship, a shot at it, and to improve his draft stock, to understand what he is. I wholeheartedly believe that because he can do no wrong. Like he literally can do no wrong. He can catch. He's a better pickup than what we had in the transfer portal last year. And he can pick up. He can actually catch, dunk it. He's gonna throw it. He's gonna do everything you need. He's gonna do everything you need too. Yeah. And I think you can play him alongside Mark. Seriously.
I will say his big flaw is, and why I won't say he's a better defender than the real, is his foul. He fouls a lot. And I think that's a big part of being a great defender, is ability to defend without fouling. I think Emil did that pretty well. But I forgot I got to get a quick shout out. Shout out to my guy Duke. I just showed this earlier. Duke Blue MBB, not to be confused with the official account, but shout out to him. He made this graphic. Just wanted to shout him out because I used it during the show. But yes, this is better than the one with Patrick Baldwin that everyone was circulating.
Why do I get trouble for making fun of Tipton edits? You can do it, but then when I do it, everybody's in my mentions about it. Come on.
Yeah, I saw you trying to take a shot at Tipton edits. Don't do that, bro. Come on.
Okay, so
but he's just not a very good Photoshop.
Good.
Are we back in the Garden this year?
I would assume so. I think this
Kentucky in that Garden. I gotta get it back, man.
I think with the way professional sports have gone, I think everything's pretty much going to go back to normal in terms of traveling and playing in different venues. And hopefully I think the team is pretty much going to get vaccinated. They have to. Apparently, that's what they're saying with the Duke campus. Like all the students have to be vaccinated or whatnot. So I think that will play a factor in it.
We're back in the gym. I want you guys to understand this. We're back in camera. We're back.
Yeah. Fans are going to come back. Not at full. I don't think it's going to be full capacity.
It'd be
full.
Mm-hmm.
If the kids are all required to be vaccinated on campus,
That is true.
they'll be back.
It's full. It's full.
That is true. That's a good point.
And
That's a good
and I'm
point.
gonna tell you what they're gonna do is, even though it's not our sport, whatever the NFL does, that's what they'll do. Because then that's whatever the professional sports do, that's what the colleges will do.
Yeah, yeah.
So
There's definitely gonna be Duke fans, and I think like the Duke Gonzaga game. That's a good pickup. If y'all got
they're selling
ideas,
tickets for that already.
yeah, that's gonna happen. Russ is gonna be there.
I'm there. I don't know about you guys.
Oh yeah, Dom's gonna be there. Maybe both of y'all gonna be there. I'm not gonna be there. I'm staying in New York. No, thank you. But I watch at home.
Why you saying no? Thank you.
I'll watch at home. I'm good watching at home.
Man. You gotta get a little Vegas.
Oliver, come on now.
Come on.
If Complex
listen,
paid for me to go out there, I'll go.
We got Mark Williams. Listen, we got Mark Williams versus Drew Timme. We got Pablo Chet. We got
Trevor versus Hunter Salas.
Yes.
Jeremy
we got Andrew Nimhard. That's gonna be a game.
See, that's where I see the big lineup coming into play because Andrew Nemhard is a bigger guard.
He's 6'4".
Yeah, so like, why not just play the Wendell, Trevor, AJ, Paolo, Mark lineup against?
I got AJ over Julian Strawther every day. Every day.
That's the easiest one. That's the easiest one by a lot.
The AJ criticism is kind of crazy too, because I mean I've talked to a lot of people, especially a lot of people like in the basketball world, and they've kind of said they don't believe in AJ. And
He's
they don't,
a dog because he always hurt though, for real.
Yeah, that's scary, and he got a big brace on his knee. But like, I've seen it.
He's a dog.
I've seen it up close and personal. We both seen it together. Like,
he's a dog.
What I say last month before the Patrick Baldwin announcement? What I say about AJ?
What did you say? I'm not gonna remember.
I said he's a better prospect than Patrick Baldwin.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Sure. For sure,
I think so.
Yeah,
100%.
People now are like, "Oh, it's only because you didn't get him," or like I said that last month.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
So I need Kentucky. I need that Kentucky game.
We got Michigan State next year. We got Kentucky. We got
Michigan State again.
Yep, because we have to go. We have to go to
this year. Yeah.
So that's ACC Big Ten Challenge again.
No, that's just like
that's private. Yeah, that's Duke at Michigan State because they
came
play at our place this year because we didn't travel.
Instead of going to Indianapolis for the Champions Classic last year, they went to Cameron.
Who do you think we get in the ACC Big Ten? Because we got to go there this year.
I want Illinois again. They won't be as good. I just want that revenge.
Illinois. I want Michigan. I want Michigan.
Oh, Michigan for sure.
I want Michigan, or I want what's the other one? Oh man, I just had it.
Indiana, low key, pretty good.
Not Indiana. Who did I just had it? Michigan.
About to say Maryland.
Trace Jackson Davis. They're gonna have those recruits. They're gonna have some transfers. Indiana.
Ohio State.
Ohio State
is the top 5 team next. Yeah,
that is true.
That
might be the game though they set up.
Yeah,
we haven't played Ohio State in a long time. I feel like since like Jared Sullinger and Austin Rivers.
Get out of here with Maryland. Get out of here with that whack.
People want Maryland.
No, but listen. To be honest though, that Maryland game will be a bigger draw because that Duke Maryland will always be a big draw.
Yeah, we haven't played Maryland since like Mason Plumlee's senior year.
DC kids.
Yeah, that is true.
Bring down our strength of schedule.
Forget no, they'll be good next year. Maryland be good.
They'll be top 25 good.
That's a
good match.
Ohio State?
Yeah, it won't be better than Ohio State.
It won't be better than Ohio State, but I'd rather take that top 25 matchup with a rivalry. It has something there.
Rival, get out of here with that rivalry.
Come on, they're a rival. Come on, man.
Come on.
After we did what we did to them, that's a rival.
Listen, after that tweet they had this year.
Rival. That's a difference.
Huh?
We're their rival. They're not our rival.
I got you. And then what we got the MTE Classic.
There's so many teams that are better right now than Maryland is. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I get you.
Their coach is not very good.
You're talking about them like they're a rival, though. That's you sound like a rival.
Exactly.
Because their fans, Maryland is basically the same as Virginia Tech at this point, and that their fans are whack and they're super pressed and they super want to play us. It's just that Maryland, we had like a 5-year run where like shit was real interesting with them.
I don't want that University of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, whatever. Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah, I don't.
Why would we do that? They're not even going to win the Horizon League next year.
Yeah.
They're not going to make the tournament, dude.
I don't think we need to play Patrick Baldwin.
So we got the MTE Classic too, right?
Yeah, I think but those are bad games. Not bad games. No, they are bad games. Like
no, but those are games we always get though.
Yeah, it's not like I feel like anything.
2 games out of that, and then
we should win by like 25.
I think we're getting the HBCU.
Hopefully that'll be cool.
Yeah,
I hope it's North Carolina Central.
No, it won't be that.
That'll be fire, bro.
No, what it needs to be is A&T.
A&T would be cool too.
Because it's in Greensboro. It'll put us in the Greensboro Coliseum. It'll be a, So, but yeah, that's what they're saying. So, I mean, if we fill out that and then the 20 games, they showed they showed where we're home and home or home and away, and they showed our away and home. They have that already put out.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they have that already put out.
Okay.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Somebody, we go to Florida State.
No, we didn't go there last year, so I don't. That doesn't bother me. But I think they won't be as good as they were this year. But they'll still have a solid. They always put out a solid squad, and they got what's his name coming in? I forgot his name. I was watching Cam. What's his last name?
Cam, the kid from Kentucky, Cam Fletcher.
No, not even Cam Fletcher. I was talking about freshman. I was watching their Iverson Classic. They had somebody in there, but yeah, they should be good. I think it'll be a good ACC year. It'll be a comeback ACC year. I mean, I don't know about Carolina. We'll see about them. I don't know. But Brady Manick is not scaring me.
Who is Brady Manick?
I only remember him watching him because I remember he played with Trey Young. So I know he can shoot the ball. That's about it. But Paolo is going to have 20 and 10 on his head if you are putting Brady.
So Carolina, the Carolina game.
Matthew Cleveland, that's who it is.
What do we do in that game?
Carolina. To be honest, is going to switch roles. We're switching roles this year. Like Duke is going to have the dominant front court, and Carolina is going to have the backcourt and shooting.
Right.
That's the historically switching roles, not of late, but like historically, that's a switch of roles. I think the biggest thing is putting Kobe White in a body bag because he cannot go off. He cannot.
White. He's in the NBA. Caleb Love.
Oh, Caleb Love. I keep on calling him Kobe White. I don't know why. They both killed Duke, but Caleb Love, we need to put him in a body bag because last two games, well, that was unacceptable, man. Just went crazy, but we'll see. It will be a fun season.
Our back young last year. It'll be a little different this.
Yeah,
still, but like, we won't have the same people. Like Caleb Love wasn't like going 8 for 12 from 3 or whatever. He could get to the rim. You know what I mean?
Okay, it has our home and away. So UNC, Wake Forest, Clemson, Florida State, Syracuse, and Virginia is our home and away.
Okay. Who's home?
Those are the two. Those are doubles.
I think we lost Dom.
I think we lost Dom, but
but yeah, I think we pretty much covered everything. What did we not cover yet? People hit us with something.
Oh, my bad. You couldn't hear me?
Yeah, we couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
I was telling you, home and away. What the home and away ones were.
Yeah. You said Virginia. The first one you said Virginia was away or home?
Virginia. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. UNC, Wake Forest, Clemson, Florida State, Syracuse, and Virginia are home and away.
So they're both.
Yeah, they're
I got you.
And then Georgia Tech, Miami, NC State, and Virginia Tech are home only.
Okay.
And then Boston College, Louisville, Notre Dame, and Pittsburgh are away only.
That's a pretty favorable schedule for the most part. Like
yeah,
like Virginia on the road and FSU on the road, Clemson Clemson's the whack one that we're probably going to lose for no reason, right? There's
No,
always
I can't see that. I can't see it.
dude.
Okay.
There's one game we always lose that's whack for like no reason at all.
No, Pittsburgh is the fucking game that dumb game we'll lose.
Dude, our numbers at Little John, the last 10 games we played at Little John, I bet we beat them twice.
That's
like
crazy. And NC State always fucked us up too.
Let's run through these questions before we get out of here. I did promise I would pick a couple Duke fans randomly, just even though Patrick Baldwin didn't come to Duke, so we'll do that to end the stream. Pick three Duke fans randomly. I'll get you gear. But Duke Kentucky predictions, opening game.
We don't know what their team.
I think
they'll get tie. They'll get tie and Severe Wheeler tonight.
Yeah, Ty I think is going to. Ty is tough. I would have liked. I would like to get Ty, but I mean,
sophomore year Roach than freshman year Ty.
I'm taking Roach.
Ty is a pro, man. Ty is a pro, but I'm rocking with Roach. I'm rocking with Roach. I'm going
to do 89-77.
Yeah, I think Duke wins this one again, just because I don't think Kentucky's ready to handle that front court. I've talked to a lot of Kentucky riders, and they've told me personally, like, yo, I'm really jealous that y'all got Paolo. So I think it's another Duke statement game.
Like I watched a lot of West Virginia Speedway. He's good at a lot of things, but he's not. He's a
good shot blocker.
He's a good shot blocker, but he's not the kind of guy that can go out to the outside the way that Paolo's gonna play him face up.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have shooting. That's really gonna be the most interesting thing, is what they do with Kentucky. Weirdly should be able to next year. And as long as we can defend the perimeter, because they're gonna try to launch a lot of threes against us. I definitely think that like a 12-point game, like Don, definitely in play. That's going to be the big thing, is can we defend the perimeter? I think we can, especially if Eels plays a lot, I mean, AJ goes out saying to defend the perimeter. So I take Duke anything under +8.
Man, this man, just shorten your response. Give us a prediction.
8. Duke -8.
Okay, Duke -8. I got Duke by 12. Give me 12. I go 12. We already covered Marcus Farley Bagley. He's not coming to Duke, just to make it short for you. Who's going to the draft next season? I think that's pretty simple. Paolo's gone. Mark is gone. AJ's gone. And then we're not going to cover Wendell because that's just too close to home. That's too close to home, so we won't do that. But yeah, those three are locks for sure. Yeah. What do y'all think about Blake? I think
he's Jordan Goldwire.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to play as much as people predict. But he could get some spot minutes. I mean, he's a 6'2" guard with a 6'8" wingspan. Eventually, that is going to come into play. Maybe what is not this year is going to come into play at his Duke career eventually. So I just like his upside for sure.
I'd let him get like 8 minutes a game. I don't know that that's going to happen, but I'd love to see it just for a pure development standpoint.
Yeah. Biggest growth this season. I honestly want it to be Roach. But I think obviously that's the obvious answer. But I also want it to be Joey. If Joey can take the next step and become a consistent shooter, this team changes dramatically when you have a sharp shooter on your wing with this type of talent you have.
That's a Ferrari right here.
I mean, we've seen Joey shoot 40%. He just has to do it over a longer period of time.
Higher volume, too.
And a higher volume. I agree.
How do you feel about the guard situation? How do y'all feel about it?
I feel great.
No, I really do feel great. I feel great, man. We got a good problem. I feel great. I feel better than the past.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel better than I felt last year. Let me say that. Now I feel better than I felt last year.
I agree.
We got 80 minutes, and we've got Keels, Roach, and Wendell. That's 70 minutes. You know what I mean? Like I feel great about it.
Just going through these. UK fans are terrified of Paolo. Yes, they are. Who closes out games? It's a good question.
Defense.
Who though? I think it just depends on the game. I think the four we know. I think Wendell will be in there at the end of the game. AJ, Griffin, Paolo, and Mark.
You think Mark is end of the game?
It depends. It just depends on the matchup. Because if they have a big that's destroying
everybody
us.
doesn't have two bigs like us.
That's true.
Understand this too. Like everybody doesn't have two bigs.
I think UNC is usually in that category, but they don't. They don't even have it this year.
Louisville has a whole different team.
Yeah.
Michigan State,
eyes, but whatever.
It could be
Virginia.
Paolo at the 5 and AJ at the 4.
I can see that.
In most matchups, I feel like it's going to end up that way, just because two big lineups aren't, as needed in college basketball. Big. Yeah, Virginia.
NC State.
Question.
Florida State is always big.
Yeah, Florida State is always.
It comes down to a half-court possession in the game that Mark will be in the game, and that doesn't matter. I think the only position in which we'll be in where Mark is in the game at the end of the game. I was talking about this on Twitter Spaces. If another team is like with 6 to 8 behind us and they're trying to catch up and run a lot, then we may not see Mark as much. But if it's a half-court game, I can't imagine Mark not in the game.
All right, so I'm trying to scroll here. What else we got? We got a couple more minutes because I got to go watch my Brooklyn Nets. I got to watch my Brooklyn Nets, man. Which of the freshmen do you think will have the biggest impact, Paolo aside?
AJ.
Yeah, I feel like AJ's.
AJ.
AJ. I think it is AJ. I don't think we have much to explain it. With it, I think it's just naturally like that guy. He has a lot of talent. He's a talented kid. Gonna help us on both ends. Duke usually struggles with rebounding. I think that ends. Yeah, we covered that earlier. Like Dom said, it's fair to say that it's gonna end.
It's over. They're gonna all rebound. I'd rather them start fighting.
Going rebounding, we got a big ass issue, dude. We should be very strong on the boards.
Man, I don't know. Sarcastic intent. I don't know. I haven't seen the game yet, so I'll see when I tune in. I'll see. Mark, ACC Defensive Player of the Year
for sure.
I agree.
Surefire.
I don't think there's anybody really that. I mean, there are going to be people that are going to contest, but like, if he's playing most of the game, he's going to put up block numbers. Sheldon Williams type block numbers. We're talking. But I think it's surefire.
I got a question.
What's the question?
How many do we get on the all ACC team next year?
Paolo's lock.
It's hard to get more than 2.
How much did we have for Zion's year? We had 3.
I think we just had Zion and RJ.
Zion, RJ. 2015. What do we have?
I don't even think we had more than one.
I think John Quinn made it. Definitely.
Quinn was second team, I think.
I think.
Can we get 3?
3 is tough.
If we went undefeated in ACC play, we could get 3.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But in a realistic world, I think 2 is far more realistic. Paolo and Mark are probably the fifth.
Do we get back to the Player of the Year?
That's another tough one because it might, unless we do something where we nominate only one guy like we did with Trey and Vernon, and we got Trey his ACC Player of the Year. It's gonna be hard because there's gonna be a lot of people splitting votes.
I agree.
I think Mark Paolo's gonna split votes for sure.
And plus, as you all said, the chances of us having a 20-point score are pretty low. I mean, if the second or third place finisher in the ACC has 20-plus point scorer on their team, that's probably the ACC player of the year, even if we're the best total team. You know what I mean? Like, we need the scoring to be a little unbalanced in order to have a clear ACC player of the year. Or we need to do like Zion said and only nominate one dude.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And my last one. Are we beginning of the season, are we top 3 teams in the country?
We have to be. Nah, top 3 is tough.
We will not be.
Baylor's losing a lot, right?
Yeah,
They're losing.
Baylor lost all 3 of their guards.
So like there's no way they should be top 3.
Gonzaga will rank ahead of us, and Villanova will rank ahead of us to begin.
Gonzaga will rank because they got Chet.
And Villanova's bringing back enough dudes. They're going to be ahead of preseason. And
Ohio State.
Are they going to be above us?
They're bringing back a lot.
Actually, yeah, I don't think we're going to be in the top. I don't think we're going to be in top 5. I'll say top 7.
Everything I've seen, we've been 12, 15.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
Everything I've seen, we've been 12, 15. But you know what I like about that? There's no crazy expectation.
Right.
Yes.
Hungry.
And I think they're sleep. I think their problem why they can't have Duke so high is the fact that they didn't make the tournament last year.
For sure.
So like if we did make the tournament last year, I think we'd honestly be in the top 5. But like they're kind of sleep. They're kind of like okay.
I forgot about Bama.
Alabama, yeah.
And I forgot about UCLA.
And Alabama got J.D. Davidson coming.
And UCLA.
UCLA, depending on who comes in, will be big. Yeah, Michigan will be pretty high. I mean, there's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot of teams that's gonna be pretty high. I think that I think top 7's a lock. I think top 5 preseason is not impossible, depending on who Kentucky brings in. I do
Kansas. Kansas always. Kansas
lost some people though.
Preseason. I think we'll be ahead of preseason.
Shout out to the YouTube comments. I saw we had about a good YouTube watch today. Shout out to y'all watching on YouTube. Yeah, I think we'll be in the 7-8 range maybe.
Are we the top team in the ACC?
That I do think that.
I don't. You go ahead.
Yes.
FSU. It depends on what FSU. I don't remember what FSU is returning. So
they're losing Balsa. They're losing Ray.
They're losing Scotty.
They're losing Scotty. I mean,
they lost Sadar Calhoun.
Yeah, they're bringing in a bunch of dudes. I just don't think they're going to be ahead of us. I think FSU will be top 15.
Georgia Tech.
No way.
They're lucky. They were lucky this year, frankly.
They weren't better than Duke this year. They just beat us.
They were better than Duke, but they were also lucky.
I don't think they were better than Duke. I think Alvarado was good. Alvarado's coming back, is he? Or Avocado?
No. I don't think he's coming back.
Okay.
Back and Moses Wright's not coming back. Yeah.
Hopefully.
No, Moses Wright already declared.
Oh yeah, Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech is bringing back a lot.
Oh yeah, Virginia Tech.
Interesting. That's an interesting one.
Virginia Tech always just finds a way to be annoying.
They got a real good coach.
No, that coach is good.
Yeah. Virginia's gonna be fine. Jay Huff is not gonna be back.
Wait, is that true? It's a lie, right?
No, yeah, he's not gonna be back. He's not gonna be back.
All right. I don't need to see him anymore. That's for sure.
He's been there so long.
Right. Durham's own too.
He's gonna be playing in some country that ends in Vakia.
Oh, for sure. For sure. He's definitely there. Okay. So
not that order, sarcastic. Come on now.
Carolina last place.
No, too much.
No, they got Caleb Love. I think is going to be dangerous this year.
Boston College is in the ACC.
Oh yeah, for sure.
5 team.
Huh?
UNC will be top 5 in the ACC.
I don't know about top 5.
Yeah, I don't know about top 5, but
it'll be a bubble team.
Who all's better in the ACC?
I mean, Virginia's going to naturally be better.
Duke is obviously better.
FSU,
Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
Is Syracuse going to be better?
Syracuse for sure. They
wow.
got they got Boeheim returning.
And they got his brother, and they still
Boeheim,
got Joe Girard.
But Boeheim was good for like the last 6 games.
But he was good in the tournament, and that's going to ride into next year.
No,
they got a nice freshman coming in. They're going to be all right. I'm telling you, they're going to be all right. That zone, just because of that zone, man, that zone kills a lot of things. Of course, Pitt's going to be in the pits.
In the pits.
Who else is in the ACC? Louisville will be good.
Yeah, I do think UNC will be better than. I think they'll be fringe top 5 team in the ACC. Just because
that's a fair take. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Love is going to take that next jump. Walton is a good player. Walton doesn't really get enough credit.
He's just shoot that thing.
Yeah, he can. That's the type of shooter we need at Duke again. Like
Louisville
just pure.
And Carlik Jones. That's a lot of turnover for Louisville. Real good. I believe in their coach, but I can't place above UNC.
No, listen. Louisville's getting a JUCO guard that can go. He's from Durham. They're getting a JUCO guard.
Of course, it feels like they always get the transfers, and that just take off for them.
Yeah, he's from Durham, man. So yeah, they're getting a JUCO. He's the number 1 JUCO guard. He's the number 1 player in the country, I think, for JUCO.
That makes sense.
Expectation for Duke in the tournament? That's a good question. I don't know why you said final 6. There is no final 6, bro.
Final 6.
Final 4. Yeah, I think they got to get to a Final 4 this year. They have to.
When they in the Final 4 since 2015?
Yeah, I don't even need a national championship, to be honest. But Final 4, they gotta break through. They need to.
Yeah, it'd be tough with the I know. At least on earlier retweeted about people are like, oh, we need more. This talent, the top 7 guys on this team is stacked. I'm trying to think of a more just straight up talented top 7 in the NCAA. And it's really, really hard to put one together. I mean, you could argue Gonzaga, but beyond that, if we don't make a Final 4, that's a huge disappointment.
Yeah.
It just depends on our run, though, man. It depends on which way we should go.
Yeah, well, which is why
if we defend like dogs, we'll go.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think the defense.
That's been the question the last decade, right?
Yeah, but I think this year that changes, at least from our standpoint. We'll be actually a good defensive team for once.
Yeah, I'd like to think so, for sure.
I hope so. If it's not, then we'll just never. Oh, the UK just got Ty. Congrats to them. Don't care. He's going to get clapped up first game of the season.
I mean, we knew that he was going to.
Yeah, we knew he was going, but he just announced officially. Trevor Keels clamping him. Wendell clamping him. Roach maybe not clamping him, but he'll be a pain in his side. Don't worry. We good. We good.
Title chances go bye-bye.
Yeah, Kentucky's not winning no national championship, man. That's not happening. No, sir.
Listen.
Their defense.
Let me tell y'all this. But they got them 2 assistants. They got their assistants back.
They
did.
That defense next year, Kellen Grady, CJ Frederick, they're gonna be able to shoot. Who are they gonna defend with some of those people? You know what I mean? Do everything?
Yes, Wendell already talked. He came in on earlier. When we end this, you'll be able to fast forward. This is a long stream, though. Yes, definitely rest in peace, Terrence Clark. I don't think we said that, so definitely rest in peace to him. Definitely very sad. I saw him play in high school, so it was tough to see. But yeah, definitely send our condolences to the Kentucky family and his family in general. Sad moment. But yeah, I think I gotta pick random people. I don't even know how to do it, to be honest. I didn't have any in mind. Just first people to DM me, just do it. I'll get you. First people to DM me.
You gotta give them a phrase to DM you. They gotta DM you
oh yeah. DM me.
Say Wendell.
Yeah, Wendell Moore. Captain Wendell
Like that.
on my Twitter. If you said hi on my Twitter, see now everybody's leaving. Everybody's leaving. Listen, there is a cap to where I'll probably just Venmo you something just to go get from the Duke store. You gotta use whatever you want, but like, I just want to show my appreciation, for the people who stayed, especially this late. And even though Pat Bowen did not come to Duke, give you something to be happy about. Even though I told you he wasn't coming to Duke for the past 3 months. But we definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. We definitely appreciate Wendell and Ryan. Shout out to Don for getting his guy Wendell. And yeah, I don't know when the next show is going to be.
He's in the gym. He had to leave to go to the gym to shoot for you guys.
Yeah,
for all you people, he went to go shoot. For every fan in here, he went to go shoot the ball. Okay? He went to go shoot the ball. Shoot. What you guys want him to do?
Wendell he's shooting, bro.
I keep trying to explain people the difference between catch and shoot shit and off the bat. He's been a good catch and shoot guy.
Wendell's going to be a great shooter next year. We know. We believe in him. But you didn't miss the giveaway. I just said it. It's going to be the first people to DM me, Captain Wendell. Periscope is gone already. My guy Grant. This is just, you can still stream to Twitter. So like we'll still be doing the same streams here. But yeah, I don't think we got anything else to cover. What looks I need to know. Oh, see this, people are calling out your shirt again.
Bro, it's pink. Y'all think this is red like NC State for real? Y'all think that's red? All right.
Are you from NC? Miss Haddock? Is that Miss Haddock?
Yeah.
TR Haddock.
TR Haddock. Are you from NC? Yeah, Twitter DM. I think people are already blowing up my phone. So what'd you say?
You got it, man. You got it. You got it.
But yeah, definitely shout out to everyone who watched out on YouTube. Please subscribe. We'll be doing more stuff when the season comes back, especially when the guys get on campus next month. So maybe we'll have something to talk about. But yeah, subscribe, follow us on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I'm starting to use Instagram more.
I'm on Instagram.
ZIONOLOJEDE. Follow your boy. Just a light plug. Thank you.
I gotta plug mine then.
Oh, plug yours too then.
Follow me on Instagram, man. The Real Coach Dom. The real Coach Dom. Follow me on Twitter here, DomOGCW2D, all that. So yes.
Russ, you doing a plug?
Yeah, at Russell H Beer.
Okay.
Beer.
Okay.
Beer I've been drinking on Instagram. I just post what beer I've been drinking. At Russell H Beer. You can follow me there.
All right. I definitely appreciate y'all. Oh, she says she's from Greensboro.
Got you. Okay.
Okay. I'm from New York, so
shout out
Greensboro, the home of Duke titles. But we definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all next time. Go Duke.